Hey Gemini, welcome to your February 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be a reading from February 26th, to March 3rd. Once I finish with the last week here, we will start the March monthlies. But let's take a look here, Gemini, and let's see. This tower has been really haunting their readings. But in your case, I feel like it's a good tower, especially if you've been experiencing a plateau in your life in regards to something. I feel like this is the plateau that's being shattered with this magician in the tower here. And the Four Swords is also, I feel like whatever the plateau was, I feel like it's restoring things here as well and making you feel more relaxed too about things. Let's see here. I feel like you're at a crossroads here. I'm almost kind of seeing like you're debating inside your mind, Gemini, about what action to take or how you want to go about continuing cultivating something. Because it's interesting, because I'm seeing you here like shatter a plateau, or finally like something happens to where it kind of helps you get unstuck or helps you shift out of a plateau. And I'm kind of seeing you, well, we'll break this down even more here in a moment, but I'm seeing you like trying to see like what's the best course of action here moving forward now. Let's see. Oh yeah, I also feel like, wow, yeah, things are about to transform a lot, I feel, for you this week. And we'll get to that here in a moment. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, let's get into this. You pulled this Magician card here. So as above, so below. I feel like you're very concentrated on what it is that you need to do, figuring out solutions, using your willpower to solve things and to figure things out. The tower here, I feel like the tower is your own kind of, you're manifesting with that tower, your own breakthrough, or something has happened here to where it's actually, could have been like, you know how like, for instance, like let's just say like, well, I don't really have a great example, but I feel like something has happened in a way to where it's like it kind of removed an obstacle out of your path, or is removing an obstacle out of your path. Because with the Four Swords now, it's like you're able to relax and you're able to kind of contemplate with a more clearer mind. And I think you're thinking about kind of what's the next, what do you do next, right? Like what action do you take next, right? Some of you could just be relaxing, but you do know, like in the back of your mind, like you're like, okay, well, and here in a moment I got to do something, or here later I'm going to have to do something. And it's interesting because I see you with this Two of Wands, Two of Swords. Two of Swords, that when you're at a crossroads, like you're going back and forth in your mind. And the Two of Wands here, it's like going back and forth in regards to what action to take to keep cultivating what you're cultivating. So, right, so like Seven of Pentacles can point to, it points to results, right? It's the results of something, right? And if we're talking Pentacles, we're talking physical things. We're talking about money, career, resources, you name it. Like I feel like you're trying to figure out how you can get more, how you can develop more from the situation, but you are realizing like you're having to think about this, like you're going back and forth in your mind here with this. But I do feel like that there's actually fast changes that are happening, or you're making a quick decision here to change things, but it's changing things in a very big way with this Death card. I don't really pick up a negative energy off the Death card, although you know, the Death card is never an easy energy, but sometimes transformation is like something that we're ready for and something that we're willing to step into. And with the King of Cups, I feel like you're willing to step into it. I feel like you're ready, and I feel like you're evolving from this change, or this is like a metamorphosis that is happening for you here. That's making things more clear with the Knight of Swords, and also it's allowing you to see like your sense of direction, and it's allowing you to make more clear decisions and more correct decisions with this King of Cups. That was my alarm. You pulled this dances on one foot balancing act here. Yeah, some of you, it's like it could literally be just that. You're having to do a balancing act in your life at this time. It's interesting too, because I feel like you've been called back to yourself to maybe put more emphasis on yourself here, because you did pull this Beloved card and it says radical acceptance, which deals with unconditional love. Having unconditional love for yourself, for other people, for the thing, for society, for groups, whatever the case might be. But it's about like kind of accepting that you're not perfect and nobody's perfect. But although you're not perfect and you're seeing limitations or obstacles with the tower, or maybe structures that you need to change in your life, or routines, or whatever the case might be, it's like you're giving yourself the permission to do that, right? You're not beating yourself up. And there's a lot that I feel like you're thinking about with this third house communication. Third house does deal with communication, but it also deals with like our thoughts and our own feelings and how they're flowing toward everything else in our life, right? So I feel here, especially with the second house resources here, I feel here that it's like there's a lot that you're thinking about, and you're trying to figure out like how do you problem solve, or how do you continue to make the right decisions, and also how do you figure out solutions here. And with the second house resources, there could be a lot. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but there could be an emphasis on your money, your resources, your values. Like you could be trying to figure out like how to make certain changes that allow you to kind of go through a metamorphosis, or make something go through a metamorphosis to help something emerge bigger and better here in your life. But there are changes that are happening here, I feel, here in the future. You pulled this moon card and it says cycles. And so, life is cycles, right? Like the seasons and changes of life. And I feel like you're kind of moving into a new season in your life. And also, I feel like this is like really pointing to the full moon that we're having this week. It'll be coming off the full moon, but the full moon's in Virgo. And full moon in Virgo is like letting go of the idea of perfection, right? And not being too critical, analytical, and too cynical about things. I feel like you're more so embracing like flow here. You pulled this sequoia tree. It says balance here, so things are starting to come back into alignment and balance here, especially like your mind and your emotions. I feel like they were at war with one another in the past or something, like your mind and your emotions just like fighting with each other, but it's like now I feel like they're starting to sync up here. It's like your mind could have been working against you in the past, but it's like almost as if you've changed your mindset. So now it's like starting to work for you. Let's see here. Clarify this magician. What are you manifesting? What's this manifesting about here? Three of Swords here. It's interesting. It's like you're taking a bunch of scraps and making like something like badass or something, right? So like Three of Swords is like the harsh reality that we get hit with in regards to something that turned out to be a disappointment. But with the magician here, it's like, although it's a disappointment, there's something here that you can learn from it and that you can take with you in regards to like how you're going to implement changes, or how you're going to change something in your life with this tower. Yeah, you pulled the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you may have experienced a setback when it comes to money, or when it comes to like resources and stuff like that. But I feel like it was only like a slight setback. And it's interesting because I feel like it showed you like how to do something better, or it's showing you like how to do something better, or how to improve something here. And even if it doesn't have, even if it isn't, I don't know why this is out of focus, yo. Even if it isn't like money or resources, this could just be like the results of something, right? Like maybe you're realizing like, the way I was going about something didn't really give me the results that I want, but it did give me a result that helps me get better results, if that makes sense. Yeah, I see you in solitude at this time with the Hermit, really contemplating and reflecting, trying to just become more deeply aware of the situation, and seeing like what you can gain from it. Like gain from it through like introspection. Clarify this Two of Wands. What is it that you want to take action on? You have the Devil card here. I think there is a hard emphasis on like material things at this time, possibly for you, Gemini, right? The Devil card doesn't always have to mean toxic or negative. It can feel restrictive, but sometimes we need restrictions on ourselves. Like if we're just out of control, whether it's with our spending, or whether if it's with our diet, or if it's with other things in our life, the Devil card is like, all right, we need to contain this. We have to be Capricorn about it. We're going to have to be very analytical and objective about what we're doing and the actions that we're taking. And so I feel like everything that you're doing here, it's like you're being very critical about it, but in a good way. Like you're being very like observant and objective about like your actions, and like, are they going to help you get more closer to what you're trying to do, or are they going to take you further away from it? clarify this Two of Swords in the challenge. You have the Six of Pentacles here. Some of you may be debating like a purchase at this time, or maybe you're waiting on, waiting to receive something here. I just feel like you're trying to figure out how to balance things in your life. Clarify this Seven of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, I mean, you're working on mastering something. You're working on perfecting something. But the challenge has been, it's like, it's not that you're trying to perfect it, because I don't think, like, perfection isn't really real, right? Like, usually, sometimes you can do things to where, like, subjectively you feel like it's perfect. But I'm seeing you here, it's like you're just trying to improve, like, your habits and your daily routine, how to, like, when it comes to work and career and money and all that stuff. I think you're just trying to, like, figure out new ways here to improve things. What is the Knight of Swords here in the future? Pull the Four of Swords, which was in your first row. So again, this is you stopping, like, contemplating. This is you, like, taking action again. What are you taking action toward? Why is this Death card here? Five of Pentacles here. Some of you, it's like if you've been struggling or going through a period of strife, I think you're just like, you're realizing, like, you got to do something, right? So it's like you're taking action to help you get out of the struggle or get out of the strife energy that you're experiencing. Which the Death card with the Five of Pentacles is like, yeah, that's ending, like the struggle here. I'm not saying it's ending all of your struggles, but I feel like the burden that you're carrying at this time, that burden is being lifted, or something here is changing. Yeah, look, yeah, the Ten of Pentacles here. So definitely feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of success here. And I see you being super devoted to, like, sorry, let me get this to focus. Super devoted to, like, family or to, like, work or to some form of cause here that really helps your life feel more abundant and more prosperous. Not just materially, but also spiritually with the King of Cups here. Yeah, Ace of Swords here. You're getting the clarity and the insight that you need, which it will feel like a strong victory for you. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, you know exactly what actions to take, so I see you being bold and confident with it. And yeah, the Five of Wands, the challenges and the obstacles that you're facing at this time are only motivating you here. It's like you're seeing what needs to be improved when it comes to your overall sense of self, and you're not shying away from the challenges. It's like you're being bold and you're continuously being courageous and going after what it is that you need to do. Interesting, Gemini. You pulled this, a tidy house, clarity and organization. I see some of you getting rid of, like, a lot of things here. And I feel like that's allowing for things to feel more tidy and feel like more organized, which is providing you with a sense of clarity. You pulled this Neptune card. It says vision. I feel like you're also trying to be creative at this time here as well, but you're trying to balance, like, you're trying to balance, like, idealism with realism. I think that's, like, the opposite ones, right? Idealism and realism. It's like you're trying to balance those two here. You pulled this Owl card. This is intuition. Some of you are very psychic. Some of you could be starting a psychic business, or if you already kind of do psychic work, or even if it's not psychic work, but it's just like work that I do feel, though, for some of this could be like you maybe changing something when it comes to your business here. I would listen to your intuition here and not be afraid to, like, let something go, or to change things, like change the way that you're doing things, because I feel like it will help you reap all the rewards that you're trying to build for yourself, the things that you're trying to create for yourself, the legacy that you're trying to build in your life. But yeah, so I feel like this is a week towards, like, your motivation and your inspiration and your confidence is being rejuvenated, right? Like, there's not, even if there is a setback or even if there is an obstacle, it's like, it's almost like it's doing something here in a way to where it's like, you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to face it. So that's what I got for you, Gemini, in your weekly reading. I appreciate you all, of course, for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. The readings are on sale. If you click the link, it'll take you straight to the website, and then you can just purchase a reading. I don't know why everything is unfocused today. Anyways, if you haven't yet subscribed, I encourage you to do so. Also to hit the thumbs up button for me, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye, Gemini.